10-4, big Bronco. Man, did you ever get on the CB radio back in the day?
No, we were not allowed to have one of those.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I was in my dad's truck, and I'm just like, breaker 19. This is North Star. Anybody out there today? What's traffic look like today, guys? Sometimes me and my sister be like, breaker. We don't know the numbers. Anybody on the road? And they're like, hey, kids, get off the line. And we're like, sorry, sir. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this episode.
You have no idea what this episode's about.
I don't. Welcome to Real Awkward, the best damn podcast you've heard. Today is a Shorty McGordy, Ash said.
Who are you?
I don't know what that means. Oh, my name's Andy.
I'm Amanda.
Cool. I'm Ashley.
You just said, Amanda said her name and you said cool. You interrupted her with cool.
I am cool.
Crazy,
cool.
Sexy, cool.
My mom says I'm cool.
I'm crazy. You're sexy.
okay.
Amanda's cool, dude. We're TLC. We're changing our name.
I'm fine being the cool out of that.
Oh, well, maybe I'm cool and you're sexy and Ash is crazy.
We all know that's not true.
Maybe I'm sexy.
Nope.
Ash, okay. Absolutely not.
Nope.
Okay, Ash, you're chomping at the bit here before we started. You were like, no.
There's no chomping involved.
Okay.
There's
gnawing.
There's a bit.
You were chewing your cud.
Salivating.
Salivation.
Chewing cud is gross.
Yep. Because the cows do it. And if a human does it.
Cows do it.
Yep. What did I say today?
Cows
You made fun of me. She made fun of me today, Amanda, because I was talking like I was from the South. Forget what it was.
Did you say something?
I never heard that before.
Was it furniture?
Oh yeah, no, that's just normal. That's a Washington
when you say
thing.
I want both.
I think,
was it
birthday?
Was it hidden gym?
I think Andy has an undiagnosed tongue tie.
Yeah, listen, it's not my fault. Okay. All right.
Is your favorite actor Ben Stiller?
I hate you guys so much.
Sorry.
It is time to unfocus on me and focus on you.
Okay,
what are you trying to say?
Folks, I'm starting a new series because I like series.
Series is. Yes.
And it makes it really easy to plan episodes when everything is just a series of things.
Yes. What's a new series?
So,
what's
this
the new
series is called...
Whoa, that's a weird name.
What a cool name.
Called. That was just my...
How do you spell that?
That was my drum... Being a drum roll.
POWWOOP. BP. Did I get a niner in there?
How do you spell that?
Did I hear a...
Hit the fruity kid? What?
Wait, there's an exclamation point in the middle of the word? Okay. What's the series?
Give me a drum roll.
Can no one hear that?
No.
Okay, I'm going to have to add it. Hold on.
Series, I'm really hyping this up. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I thought you were a drummer.
Wait, hold on. I can't do it when my hands are next to my chin and the mic.
You know what? When I asked for a drum roll, I fully thought you were just going to do it with your mouth.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No. Oh no.
Regrets were had.
I can never been able to roll my R's. You know that. Why would you put me on the spot?
At the end of your life when they ask you if you have any regrets.
I was once asked to do a drum roll with my mouth.
I am so sorry.
All right, ladies, can one of you do a drum roll with your mouth?
Go, Amanda, go.
No.
Put me on the spot, motherfuckers.
I was like, what is that?
Can you not roll? You can't roll your tongue? Like roll your R's?
Aruda bega.
Say arriba.
Aruba. Arakarumi. Rumeramarum.
You can't do it. It's that tongue tie.
It's the tongue tie again.
Okay, this series is called...
We're 5 minutes in. That's what we'll call it. 5 minutes in. And nothing's happened.
This series is called 5 Questions.
Oh, God. Okay, I was close.
5 questions, 5 minutes in.
5 questions at 5 minutes in. Okay, 5 and 5. All right, Ash, what are your
5
questions?
and 5. Okay, these are just 5 random questions, all
Random.
unrelated and in no specific order.
No Pacific order.
No Pacific order.
Okay.
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 I'm just gonna ask you 5 questions.
Oh, I like it. Amanda, are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you look nervous. You're biting your
No,
nails.
that's just me. That's just
kidding.
me.
Question number 1.
Yes.
Why can we eat the same thing for breakfast every day, but not the same dinner?
I can't eat the same thing for breakfast every day.
I can't eat the same thing for dinner.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm just messing. Yeah, isn't that weird? Someone's like, I'll just have a granola bar every single day.
Right, like
I just
every
have
morning I
a
wake
yogurt.
up and I do my workout and I get my coffee and I
Right.
make my same avocado toast every day. Like,
And then then you're a weirdo and you're like, SpaghettiOs again tonight.
but you know, like when you see like a meal plan and for breakfast it's like
The
the same
same,
thing
yeah,
every day.
yeah.
Like you
Eggs.
like prepare your overnight oats and then eat that every day. But then if we had overnight oats for dinner every day, we'd kill ourselves.
To be fair, there's less breakfast options in the morning that we consider breakfast.
What? Are you kidding me? There's so many breakfast options. It's
Wait,
Okay.
overwhelming.
Andy,
What?
You are talking to the woman who orders an extra bean burrito to eat for breakfast.
Okay.
You're asking
Okay,
the person who
Okay.
says that any food is any time.
Okay, listen, when you ask someone, hey, what do you normally have for breakfast? They're going to say like cereal, or they're going to say like, oh, like eggs and toast, or they're going to say like pancakes. But like, that's generally the same thing. But you're not going to get like steak or tacos or lasagna or freaking fried rice or like any of that stuff for breakfast. So I kind of feel like breakfast still revolves around the same core grouping of foods, just in different ways. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong.
I mean, I don't agree, but well, because I cannot do the same thing for too many days in a row. It makes
Yeah.
me want to vomit. Like I can't. So like for breakfast, I'll have cereal, or I'll make a breakfast burrito, or I'll do a bagel, or I'll do a muffin, or we'll have like frozen like the breakfast scramble bowls, or I might make pancakes, or like I can't
Jeez
handle the
Louise.
same thing.
That is exhausting to me.
That's a
I
lot.
eat the same thing for breakfast
I can't
every
do it.
day because
Yeah. I
my
can't do it.
brain needs it. Because first thing in the
Yeah.
morning, I am not deciding on a new thing.
The only breakfast thing I will make is if I make myself like an egg sandwich or something like that. But other than that, it's normally
But-
like a granola bar or a Nutri-Grain bar or a Cliff bar.
Most people I
Yeah.
know, like I eat yogurt every day. My dad eats like toast every day.
Yeah.
Like my kid eats waffles every day.
Right.
But dinner is always something different.
That's fair.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
No, and I know I'm the outlier who can't eat the same thing for breakfast every day. Like I know I'm the
Yeah.
weird one. But like I think it's just one of those things. Also, like dinner is usually the meal that like has the biggest importance for most families. Right, you're eating as together,
Yeah.
and the idea of and dinner is usually the meal that you will make. You know, like as working parents and stuff. So I feel like the idea of dinner being exactly the same every single night is like almost like there's this idea on us that it's lazy.
I
I can see that.
But yeah, no, I mean, I would rather die than eat the same exact thing every day.
That is
All right.
our answer.
Okay. Second question.
Yes.
What's the male version of a Karen?
Isn't it Keith?
Oh, Richard.
Oh, is it a Richard?
I don't
Okay.
know. It's just because he's a dick.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So further
Yes.
than the name though, like how would you describe a Karen versus a Richard?
Karens are like the
Like,
ones
in
that
behavior.
always send their food back. They always have a problem. They like want to tell you how to live your life and your shit when they're not even involved. But mainly it's just like a lady that bitches for no reason. Often. I guess a guy would be kind of the same thing. You know, like those like the pretentious douchebags that are like their particular, or like they yell at the waitress, or they like have like an issue at the bank, right? Like my account is supposed to be 4645 and it's missing a digit or something like that. Those I don't know. I don't know bank stuff. I don't know financials. I've never had a dollar in my life.
I don't even have a bank account.
I don't even know stuff. I would say I've heard that it's Karen and Keith, but maybe it's a Richard. I
can't imagine being like, don't be such a Keith.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is.
Haven't known a lot of
male
awesome
name.
Keiths in my life.
I don't know. I feel like Karens are gonna get mad over something nothing at all,
Yeah,
or something
that's
very
true.
minor, and they're gonna blow it out of proportion, ask for the manager, get really mad, and then just like walk away. Whereas I feel like if a guy is gonna get mad, it might be something like legitimate, like it's probably gonna be something legitimate, but then they just like don't drop it. Where like I know for myself when I've experienced like angry dudes, it's kind of just like, okay, what do you want from me? Like,
Yeah, because you give them a solution, they're still angry.
yeah,
Like they're still upset. Like at least a Karen sometimes would be like, fine, that's what I wanted it anyway.
yeah.
And then like ends it. But also, it's probably okay to just call the guys Karens as well, because that's even better.
Honestly, I kind of just think that's what it is now. It's Karen has almost like become more than a lady who's a bitch. Karen is just like,
A
you're being a
general
Karen.
term.
The best part was when I worked for the schools, literally half of the secretaries' names were Karen. And it was
yeah.
really fun. I'd walk in and I'd be like, oh, God, here we go. Frickin' Karens.
I follow a lady named Karen on TikTok, and she said that when she orders Starbucks, she goes by like her middle name
different
or
name.
a different name, because she just doesn't want anyone to like say Karen out loud.
Yep. Yeah, it got ruined for the
Yeah.
nice Karens of the
Poor
world.
Karens.
Yep.
Number 3. What's something that you learned to do a long time ago that you're surprised you still remember how to do?
Ooh, tie a tie. Because I don't do it often, right? We don't dress up often, but then when I go to do it, I'm like, oh, I still got this. It's all right. It looks okay. I only do a single Windsor though, but then I learned how to do a double at Josh's wedding, and I was like, that looks nice, because your dad was like, no, do it like this, and then I was like, oh hell yeah, that looks good. That's all. Good day.
Amanda's still thinking.
Amanda's like, I've forgotten everything.
Well, you know me, like my memory's terrible, but like I'm an out of sight, out of mind person. So like sometimes I don't remember I know how to do something until I need to do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, I've done this before. I will say like I did have to learn at my first house how to like change a faucet and like change a toilet and stuff.
Oh sure, yeah, plumbing
And like
stuff,
I
yeah.
know for a fact I could still go plumb and like change out faucets in the shower and stuff like that, even though I haven't done it in years.
Right. I think that's the
Yeah.
type of stuff where you do it once and you kind of get it.
Like changing a tire. Like I learned how to change a tire 20 years ago, but I could probably still do it.
Yeah, absolutely. But even just like us, like we learned how to do wood flooring and tile and all of this stuff. And now I'm like, we could do it again.
I would still look it up.
Like we literally just did our whole drywall ourselves.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, we could fix that. We could do that.
I think
Yeah.
I told Andy my answer to this a few days ago, but I was sitting down at a piano that Andy got me for Christmas, and I pulled up like some sheet music on my phone, and I was surprised that I was still able to read the sheet music and play it on the piano,
Right.
which
Yeah,
I,
I was-
haven't played in a decade.
Yeah,
at
you said it was a
least.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the saxophone because I played the saxophone for 4 or 5 years, and I haven't done it since the first half of high school.
Oh.
But I know I
Yeah.
could still sit down and
You
do
could
it.
still pick it up.
I wonder if
It's
I could
crazy.
actually play the trombone. Like if
Probably.
I bet I would still know how to play it. That's crazy.
There-
God, let's
train.
make a band.
Is there a train, Amanda?
Oh yeah, Amanda's
Yes.
got a train right next to you.
Sorry.
Amanda lives on the south side of town.
Actually, the train's really far away from my house. It's just like you can hear it.
That's
Yeah.
how it was at our old house too. We would hear it, and it was
You'd be
literally
like, there's
a mile
no
away.
train next to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Why is it so loud? Yeah.
Well, it's been getting hot in the computer room, so I have the window cracked, so that's
Oh.
why. Normally
Oh,
you wouldn't
fair.
hear it. So sorry.
That's okay. It's just me, me.
Yeah, it's just enough.
Yep.
Question number 4.
Ooh, 4.
What's in ranch dressing?
Ranch,
Buttermilk.
eggs. Right?
It's I know that it was like buttermilk, and then the seasoning flavor. I used to know like one of the seasoning flavors, but it's just like a bunch of like onion powder, garlic powder, like
Yeah.
a lot of just like the individual season. But I know that like the thing that makes ranch is buttermilk.
So this is what Wikipedia says.
Ooh, snap.
Ranch dressing is a savory, creamy American salad dressing usually made from buttermilk, salt, garlic, onion, mustard, herbs, commonly chives, parsley, and dill, and spices, commonly pepper, paprika, ground mustard seed, mixed into a sauce based on mayonnaise or another oil emulsion.
It's quite a lot in there for ranch.
Yeah.
Because ketchup's just like a little bit of sugar, tomatoes, and vinegar, right?
Because I don't know how many times I've had ranch and I'm like, what is this? What is this flavor?
Yeah, what is ranch?
What is this?
It's called
My
ranch.
brain, I just can't wrap my brain around like
It's
what
the
you
same
put together
thing if
to
you
make
were
ranch.
someone you're like, describe the color orange.
We can't describe
I
colors.
know, and you can't describe ranch. It just is. Ranch just be. I do love myself some ranch. I had some friends the other day, and I was like, hey, man, I got some fries or whatever. And I'm like, you want some ranch? They're like, ew.
I hate
What?
ranch.
They're like,
There's,
I was
there's
like,
ranch people and there's no ranch
it's
people.
it's ranch people, then it's ketchup people. Like, it's rarely someone else. Unless you're a honey mustard slash.
I was gonna say I'm a honey mustard girl.
Yeah, honey mustard.
But I will say that there's certain ranches that I will do, but it has to be
Okay.
with the right thing. Like
Okay.
Hidden Valley Ranch out of the bottle, I'd rather die.
Oh,
Disgusting.
that's like some of our
Oh,
favorite.
That's
It's
our go-to.
too sour
I'd
for
drink
me.
it.
Kraft is awful.
Is it the dill? Is it
Kraft is
yeah.
what you eat with a salad.
Or carrots, yeah.
Like carrots.
No, it's whatever the bottled sour. There's something sour in there, and I can't deal. But like, okay, you know, at the grocery store in the salad aisle, they have like the refrigerated like home style buttermilk ranch.
Yeah.
That is good. And
What
like,
about Newman's Own?
I don't know if I've ever
Who has-
had it, but like,
does he even make ranch?
Yeah, it's Paul Newman, bro. He makes whatever he wants.
but like if we're gonna go get pizza or something and like somebody has ranch, I'm like, I need to smell it first, because if it's like Hidden Valley, hard pass.
Wait, will you dip your pizza in ranch though? You like that or no?
It depends. Not often.
Okay,
I usually
okay.
will not at all.
Yeah,
But every
yeah.
once in a while, it's like a dip. If it's the right
Yeah.
kind of ranch, is fine. But
Yeah.
I won't dip the whole piece. Like I don't.
Okay. Okay.
I don't like a super dilly ranch. I don't really like the taste of dill.
Yeah.
So minimal dill.
okay. Less
But
dill.
as far as pizza goes, I prefer to dip my pepperoni pizza in ranch than anything
Yeah.
else. Because
Yeah.
it like cuts the spice of the pepperoni.
I
It's
feel
like
you.
a
That's like
balance.
some of the best. I actually didn't do that until middle school. That's like the first time that it was like the kids would take ranch from the salad bar and the pizza. And I was like, what are you doing? They're like, try it. It'll change your life. And I was already the weird applesauce pizza guy.
I was gonna say you were applesauce kid.
I still am. I still want a like soggy ass pepperoni slice that I slide through applesauce, and it is so good.
Ew.
We know.
Ugh.
We know.
For a lot of people, but
All right.
not for me.
Last question,
Yes.
folks. This is a serious one.
Uh-oh.
Did the moon landing happen?
Yes.
That should have been a whole episode, because are you ready
Yeah.
for some conspiracy theories?
Don't know why you're talking so slow.
I'm Morgan Freeman, and this is Rhinoceroses. So the problem with the moon landing, okay, is that there was a space race in the late 60s, and everybody was trying to get there, or at least try to prove to society they got there. So it caused this chaos further down the road that the moon landing didn't really happen, because you don't have a lot of footage. The shadows are off. Some of the way that the astronauts are moving doesn't make any sense. And also, if it was only 2 astronauts, who was filming? Like, was there a camera guy up there too? Did they talk about the camera guy?
Well, they had a tripod.
Did they though? Are you
Yes.
sure they said? And what camera was that? What
come
camera
on.
was that? Even was
Really?
that? Huh? So, and then also they had thrusters that just got them right back up off the moon. And in 1960, where you didn't even have like
69.
a full functioning calculator, it was able to track them back to Earth exactly where they were supposed to be. No, it's fake, bro. It's totally fake. Never happened. It was, oh my God, what's his name? Kubrick directed the moon landing on green screen, and that was it. And even Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong won't talk about it if you ask him about
Are
the moon
you just
landing.
playing devil's advocate, or are you serious?
I don't know yet. I think I'm still on the fence. I think that the American government has kept weirder things from us that I wouldn't be surprised if we've been there now, but we didn't actually go then. Like that moment was
And why
all.
haven't we been back?
That's a scary one, only because they say it's always money. It's money driven, money driven, money driven. And it's like, dude, if we've been able to get to the space station many times over, why have we not gone back to the moon? And they're always like, there's nothing there. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Why is it worth it now? Just to prove to people that we can go?
Amanda?
I believe that the moon landing was real. I believe that the government, in wanting to beat the Russians, pulled whatever thing they, especially back then, they'd find the money, right? So it's like they found the money because they wanted to beat the Russians. But I absolutely do believe that. Is it possible that we got to the moon, came back from the moon, and there was no footage, and so they faked the footage? Maybe.
Ooh.
But I firmly believe that we made it to the moon. I think that, like, Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong and stuff, like, the way that they spoke about it, it wasn't that they were repeating a story. They were telling stories that were the same, but they weren't the same rehearsed story, if that makes sense. The footage from the moon, like, everything they say happened is still there. Like, I believe we have been back to the moon. Or at least there was, like, rovers and stuff
We've
that
had
have gone
tons
to
of
the moon.
rovers that apparently, like, came up to, I think, the flag maybe that was planted, or, like, since there's no atmosphere, like, the dirt prints are still left there for certain things.
There are some prints still there.
But also,
And
like, don't they have windstorms too, or no? Is there no such thing as a windstorm there?
So I think some, but I think there
Yeah.
is stuff that is still there. I think
Yeah.
that there's debris still there too.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to see it. Also, our telescopes are so good. Like, we should be able to look at it. And none of us can look at it. I don't know. I think there's some crazy shit none of us know right now. This whole UFO thing that really blew up this last year, I think it's just gotten a lot of people thinking, like, what do we not know? I mean, we don't even know about our deep sea, like, let alone space. So,
I mean, I firmly believe that if there's life on our planet, I firmly believe there could be life on another planet. Because if it can happen here, it could happen in a different solar system. Like,
I feel bad though. So I don't. However you feel about Elon Musk, he's one of the few private companies that have actually made it up in space, and he said, "I have not seen any evidence of aliens or UFOs." And he goes, "It's one of two things: either no aliens exist, or a lot of them exist and avoid us." And that's crazy to me.
I mean, if they were smart, they would stay very far away from us because we are
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah,
People,
we are a
people
very
stupid.
underdeveloped society or civilization. Yes.
Yeah, because if you think if there happens to be different people or beings out there that have been able to fly through space, we are the primitive species to them.
Right. There were literally like ants, like an anthill. You just walk over it and let them do
Yes,
their thing. Yeah.
we are.
Yeah.
If aliens are real, we are that one island in the middle of, like,
Right, with the tribal people that you shouldn't touch. Right.
That they don't let like the rest of the civilization go to them because it would mess up their whole ecosystem. Well, maybe that's us.
There's no way society here that is built on all of these religious sects that literally the amount of indoctrination that is brought in has forced 90% of various societies to believe one way. For there to be aliens that actually exist, people would lose their shit. Like, They would lose that. They would question everything. They would lose their shit. There would be breakdown of religious society. And I think that they know that if they actually exist. The sadder thing is if none exist and we truly are an anomaly in the universe. That's sad. That's probably the saddest realization, is that we truly are alone, at least within this galaxy, and no one will ever be able to make it to us. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's where I'm ending it. I'm still questioning on the moon landing, though. I don't know.
Do you think that the Earth is round?
Well, so listen, there's an ice wall that... Just kidding. Yes, only because we literally have gone up into the space station and have footage back on the Earth being round.
I mean, you've literally been
Is
in a
that
fucking
footage
airplane.
faked?
It could everything that you have seen so far that has been produced by NASA could have been fake.
Yeah.
What
You don't know.
about with your own eyeballs?
Have you ever
That could be fake too.
Have you guys ever seen the like video footage where the astronauts are supposed to be up in the space station spinning around, but then like they're just on wires and people can tell? You should look those videos up because
Yes,
really,
I have seen them.
it's
And
like
they're hilarious.
a guy's like spinning and then he like stops him and like grabs his wire and like puts him down. And I don't know if that's really what happened, but it fucking looks like it. So I just don't know. I don't know how much stuff has been
Interesting.
doctored. I don't know how much stuff has been
Well,
real. We just
I
don't
do
know.
I do know that like some of the space stations and stuff, they have like a tether.
Right.
Like
right.
especially because, when there's zero gravity, like they're just floating. So I know they have like tethers.
Well, and we know that zero gravity is real because if we do like what called a parabellum in a plane, parabellum,
Like the vomit comet. Like,
yes, yeah. It shows what that would look like, and it looks exactly the same like on the space station. So I don't know. I am curious though how much that we've been told is true and how much was like, oh, just like tell them whatever. Right?
Yeah, that spins it for me when Amanda was like, what if they fake the footage, but they actually did go? Now I'm like, ooh.
Right, because it could be that they wanted to look awesome against Russia, and then that footage.
Right, how do you prove it to anybody? You just
Right.
say, we did it. Like,
yeah, right? Like
Yeah.
no
there was
one,
no footage.
nobody
like,
else can verify other than
Yeah.
footage.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
Huh.
crazy. And I mean, they had been making films for, over 60 years by then. So like they did have the technology to film it, but I don't know, man. I think that there's just too much we don't know.
Don't know.
Well,
That's it. Those are 5 questions, 5 minutes in. All
5
right.
questions, 5 in. Awesome. Well, thank you for that. You have now made both of us smarter than we were before.
And everybody who listened.
Nope, they're
There you
all
go.
dumber.
Don't insult them, Karen.
They're like, Andy has a tinfoil hat.
Oh yeah, people think you're nuts now.
Oh, I know it.
People think your name's Richard.
Also, next episode, let's talk about Sylvia Brown.
Girl.
All right. Thanks for listening to this episode of Real Awkward Minis. I don't know what to call it.
Thanks.
We'll talk to you on the next awkward episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, Real Awkward listeners. The Real Awkward podcast turns 3 this year. That's right, 3 years of fun, entertaining content for you guys, and we cannot do it without listeners like you. If you guys want to support the show, head over to patreon.com/Real Awkward Podcast. For $3 a month, that gets you access to exclusive shows, merchandise, and name shoutouts on the show. We also will take your suggestions for show topics. Thank you so much for 3 years, and we look forward to many more.